Class 3 Computer. Today we are going to learn about hardware and software. As you have already seen some video clips on this chapter, so let's get study more briefly. You have already learned about the computer system, parts and computer, and many more. A very good day to my dear students. Stay safe and stay home. Hello children. You have learned about input and output devices, right? So you have learned about input and output devices, the CPU box and its components. So you have learned about the CPU box and its components. All this together constitute hardware of the computer system. All this constitute the hardware of the computer system. Hardware and software. We have already learnt about the functions of different parts of a computer. We have already learnt about the functions of different parts of a computer. Now we are going to learn about the hardware and software of a computer. Now we are going to learn about the hardware and software of a computer. Hardware refers to the components of the computer system which can be touched or felt physically. Hardware refers to the components of the computer system which can be touched or felt physically. Hardware refers to the physical parts of the computer that can be seen and touched. Hardware refers to the physical parts of the computer that can be seen and touched. For example, the monitor, keyboard, mouse, speakers, and every tiny nut and screws inside the computer forms the hardware. For example, the monitor, keyboard, mouse, speakers, and every tiny nut and screw inside the computer forms the hardware. The input devices form the hardware of the computer. The input devices form the hardware of the computer. Computer hardware includes the physical part of a computer. Computer hardware includes the physical parts of a computer, such as the case, central processing unit or CPU, central processing unit or CPU, monitor, mouse, keyboard, computer data storage, graphic cards, sound cards, speakers and motherboard. Monitor, mouse, keyboard, computer data storage, graphics card, sound cards, speakers and motherboard are the hardware of the computer which constitute the hardware. These are the parts of a computer which can be physically seen and touched. Input devices. Input devices. In computing, an input device is a piece of equipment used to provide data and control signals to an information processing system. To an information processing system such as computer or information, such as computer or information. Example of input devices are that includes keyboard, mouse, scanner, digital scanners, joysticks and microphones. Keyboard, mouse, scanner, digital scanners, digital cameras, joysticks and microphones. So I am repeating again, what are input devices? In computing, an input device is a piece of equipment used to provide data and control signals to an information processing system such as computer or information. Example of input devices includes such as keyboard, mouse, scanner, digital cameras, digital scanners, joysticks and microphones. Input devices. The input devices helps us to feed data to a computer, into a computer. Okay, the input devices help us to feed data into the computer. Input devices are keyboard, mouse and joystick. Webcam and scanner are other input devices that are frequently used nowadays as an input device. Webcam and scanner are other input devices that are frequently used nowadays as an input devices. So the input devices help us to feed data into the computer. Input devices are keyboard, mouse and joystick. Webcam and scanners are other input devices that are frequently used nowadays. Is it clear what is input devices and what are the examples of input devices? Webcam. Now see what is webcam. See the image. This is the webcam. Get it very clearly. What do you understand by webcam? This is the image of a webcam. This is a input device. This is an input device which is used nowadays frequently. Previously it was not used, but nowadays it is used. Clear? This is a webcam. A webcam, short form of web camera. The short form of web camera is webcam. Okay. It is a digital camera which is connected to a computer. Okay. It is a digital camera which is connected to a computer. It captures pictures and videos. It captures pictures and videos. Nowadays, many desktop computer screens and laptops come with a built-in camera. So a webcam, short form of web camera, is a digital camera which is connected to a computer. It captures pictures and videos. Nowadays, many desktop computer screens and laptops come with a built-in camera. Nowadays, you can do video calling, you can do video chat. We all are doing our online classes with the help of web camera which is present in our laptop, computers, and which is very helpful nowadays during this situation, during this pandemic. it is very useful for us, right? So webcam is an input device which is frequently used nowadays. Clear? Scanner. Now see, this is the image of a scanner which is also used nowadays very frequently. We used to scan our documents, ID, our book, everything we can scan in the scanner. Nowadays scanner is also present as an app in our phone, in our computer, by which we don't need to buy a big scanner and keep it in our home. We can just use the app and scan it, and we can send it to the following places where it is required, right? So this is the image of a scanner. Scanner. A scanner is a device that captures and scans printed text or photograph into digital form in a computer. A scanner is a device, it is a device that is used to capture and scans. It is used to capture and it is used to scan the printed text or the photographs into a digital form into the computer. In a computer we need into a digital form. We cannot give the hard copy directly to the computer, so we need to scan it. Whatever the image or the pictures or the text, whatever, it can be scanned and it can be put it into the computer into the digital form. Then the computer can read the following documents. So this is the use of a scanner. Clear? Output devices. Output devices. An output device is any piece. An output device is any piece of a computer hardware equipment. Like input device, output device is also a piece of equipment of a computer system or a computer hardware, you can say, which converts information into the human readable language or human readable form. It converts the languages into human readable form so that we can easily read what the computer wants to say. We cannot read the computer language, so it converts the computer language into the human readable form. It can be text, graphics, tactile, audio and video. It can be text, graphics, tactile, audio and video. So example of output devices are, as we already know what are the examples of output devices, that are monitor, printer, plotters and speakers. It can be example the monitor, printer, plotters and speakers. So these are the examples of some output devices. Clear? So see, what are output devices? See the images in the book given. See the monitor screen, the printers and the speakers. These are the three commonly used output devices which we use commonly. There are many other output devices such as plotters, which is used, but normally we all use only these three things, that is monitor, printer and speakers, which are required for our daily basis. Now see, what are output devices? What is given in your book? The output devices are used to display the results and information. So the output devices are used to display the results and information. So whenever we write 2 plus 2, we are giving the instruction to the computer. That means I am giving the instruction to the computer, that is the input. I am giving the input to the computer with the help of input devices. It is being processed in the processing device, that is CPU. Now after it has been processed, the answer should be given in the as the output. That is known as the answer which we get is the output device. By which we are getting, through which we are getting our output is the output device. See the examples. The output devices are monitor, printer and speakers. Now the last one is the storage devices. So storage devices is also very important in our computer. The special devices which are used to store data and instructions in the computer are called storage devices. The special devices which are used to store data and instructions in a computer are called storage devices. There are mainly two types of storage devices, that is internal storage devices and external storage devices. That is internal storage devices and external storage devices. They can be compared to the memory of a human brain. So it is being compared with the memory of the human brain. External hard disk, CD, that is known as compact discs, DVD, that is the digital versatile disk, and USB pen drives are some examples of external storage devices. The computer has some memory acting as internal storage device apart from the internal hard disk also. So see the example: CD, external hard disk, DVD and pen drives. Okay. For today, till your next class, we are going to do the software. Till then, you are going to solve the following exercise given in the next slides. Do it by your own. The very first question is, draw two input devices, draw two output devices and draw two storage devices. Okay. What is a scanner? Name two input devices, name two output devices and name two storage devices. So these are very easy questions which you have done already in your junior classes. So you can do it very easily. So please do it by your own. Till then, thank you.